Whenever you're ready, just let go.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, I'm ready.
All right. All right. So we're here at La Conecta now. This is episode 4, and we have special guests. See, I have a problem saying it. Watch. I'm just like I'm slow by nature. So, but no, I'm playing Reverie. Did I say it right?
Yes.
So, we have that southern accent, so everything sounds a little slow and slurred. So, but I want to thank you for stopping by. I was telling her earlier, we're the underdogs. We're like the bad news bears of retail. So we're always happy when anybody comes and shows us love, especially artists, comedians, celebrities, and stuff. So that's very big for us. And so, what brought you to Texas this time?
So right now I'm on a tour, a Texas tour. So on Tuesday I did a show in Austin, and then tonight is San Antonio, and then on Saturday, tomorrow is going to be El Paso, the last show.
Okay, so you're going to El Paso. Wow. You must know
drive.
Exactly. It sucks, right?
I tour like a third of the year.
Yeah.
And I go all around the world on the road all the time. So for me, it's like nothing. Like that's no.
Anywhere, I'm okay.
8 hours, like that's pretty cool.
Anywhere, I'm okay driving, right? I can drive from here to New York. Something of that stretch from San Antonio to El Paso, that it's like you're like stuck in a time warp, and nothing's moving, and it's hell. I hate it. I can't stand it.
I can definitely relate in my own way, of course, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not like it's an easy thing, but it's not like a crazy thing that I've never experienced before. But yeah, driving through those deserts is really difficult. Like even going to Las Vegas, or even I've driven many times to like Phoenix, Tucson, and I've driven all the way here before from LA for sure. Mm-hmm.
See, as long as I have scenery, I'm good. And the scenery's changing.
It's different.
But yeah, that long stretch with nothingness really sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, El Paso, you've familiar with El Paso? You've been there before?
I have been there before.
Have you had their famous tacos? Their, what are they called? They have these crispy tacos there, and everybody swears by them.
Well,
Chico's tacos. Have you had those?
I don't know, but I'm gonna have to have it because I really like tacos.
Okay, I'm gonna tell you one thing. Everybody's gonna tell you need to stop there and try it. And El Paso's gonna hate for what I'm gonna say, but it's like the worst crispy tacos, like the worst. Again, everybody's gonna hate me because everybody swears by them, but they feel like they were pulled out of the frozen aisle.
Oh no!
But everybody swears, and I'm just like, is everybody tripping? Maybe it's the desert heat, but I don't know.
My God!
So, but anyway,
you know what? Every place has their own interpretation of food. Even the Mexican food out here, it's really different than the Mexican food in LA. Like it's even the ceviche. I went to El Bucanero for the first time, and it was cool. But like I like the LA ceviche more, and then like the Mexican food is just different. It's just what you're used to.
Yeah. So obviously you're gonna say Cali, but let me ask you this: who do you think has the best food, Mexican food? Texas, Cali. Oh
no, I for sure disagree on that. I don't really like Tex-Mex.
Oh, okay. So
yeah, I just like Mexican. LA Mexican, because it's a little different. I realized like for example, even the Spanish that we speak in LA, it's a little bit different. It's like LA's Mexican Spanish, and like I guess it's like that with every part of the world that speaks Spanish. They all have a different dialect, right? Even in our country. Over here, people talk different than in LA. Yeah. It's cool. It's really dope.
I was going to ask you that. For the longest time, I think that people don't understand that there's different type of Mexicans or Latinos.
Yeah.
Because California has been so influential to Mexican culture, Chicano culture. But I tell people that that's the culture that we've only seen because of how big Los Angeles is, right? It's like Los Angeles, New York, and people trip out on like the Mexican, the Texas Mexicans. Mm-hmm. We talk with an accent, we talk slow, and then this is just me being from the border town. But then you go to Houston, the Houston Mexicans sound completely different. Yeah. Have you encountered that? Is it hard kind of to adjust when you see people talking to you or the slang that we use?
No, I would say in Texas it's pretty understandable, but I've been to like the other parts of the South, and like there I can't even understand sometimes what they're saying in English. Hi, I was like, oh, where you going? Get a bit over there. Huh? What you need some gas on? Oh, it's all right. I'll pump a gas. Like, you know, I'm like, why is he speaking English? Like, you know, but over here, I could keep up. Yeah. Okay. Maybe because this is all Mexican people.
Yeah. But I was like, for the longest time, I'm telling you, like, I don't think people knew, because when we grew up, and I'm from Laredo, right? So we're closer to the border. All we knew was blood in, blood out, and American me. So we thought for the longest time that, okay, that's the way everyone is, right? In California, you know what I mean? Because
I know what you mean.
That's all we had.
That's what everybody thinks. That's so funny, and that's crazy. Like that, if you think about why everybody thinks that, is because that's how the media and world of film has portrayed Mexican Americans since the beginning of making movies, and putting us as the gangster drug dealer character, the single mom on crack, we are always like portrayed as these like crazy characters, like as if like everybody from our culture is like that. And yes, it is a big part of our culture, but it's just interesting that that's how everybody sees us. Even we see ourselves like that, you know, but that's how we're portrayed to the world. It's just kind of interesting because you think about like, even with black people too, they always put black people as like the criminals in the movies, and like, and people of color were always framed to be like this crazy things. I don't know. It's just an interesting concept to think about. Yeah. Like there's more to us than that, you know, like that. And I guess fortunately and unfortunately, that's just what sells in our culture, you know, like the
stereotypes.
That's just the stereotypes is what people want to see, what people want to feel, what people want to think that we're like, you know. And whatever, it's cool. I mean, we are like that for a large part of us. I'm not saying, you know, but I'm just saying there's a large section of people who don't live life like that. It's fun. It's just interesting to see how people see us, huh?
Yeah, it's dope. That's dope. So then tonight, where are you performing tonight?
Tonight I'm going to be at the 502 bar.
502 bar. Mm-hmm. And you're headlining there, or?
Yes.
Okay, dope.
And we're celebrating Spy MC. It's his birthday, and he's the one that brought me out here.
Okay, that's dope.
To me, him, and then Creed 23, DJ Notion. And I'm really excited. Yeah, I haven't done a show here for like a few years. So I'm just like really grateful to be back, and I'm really excited about performing for my fans here.
Let me ask you a question. Do you feel that there's more love outside your hometown, or you feel it's the same? I met this man. He's a big TikTok guy. I can't think of him right now. He says like 2 sticks of butter, and I'll try to find out. And he was talking to me. He's like, hey, why is it that in Louisiana nobody buys my food, but as soon as I take my food truck to Houston, everybody's showing love and support?
Yeah.
And I get that a lot. So that's why I was asking, do you feel more love outside your city, or you feel equal amount of love?
I hear a lot of people saying that they don't get love from their city and they get more love from outside of their city. And I think that definitely could be true for a lot of artists, because a lot of artists say that, you know. But I'm fortunate to be one of the artists that gets a lot of love from my hometown. And I'm very grateful for that, because I get to go home, and those are my favorite shows, to be honest with you, when I'm home in LA. Like, they get so crazy, my fans. Like, and then my friends come out, my business partners, you know, it's just like a celebration of me in the city, you know. And so I haven't had that particular experience, but I will say that for everybody who's going to see this as an artist, you got to find your tribe. Not everybody's going to have that experience of their home being the hometown hero. Yeah. You know, some people are going to have to leave. Some people are going to never come back. Some people are rich and famous in Colombia, and nobody knows them when they go back home to Arizona. And fuck it, that's your path. Like, that's beautiful. Follow that. One of the things I'm trying to do less as I'm further in my career and more successful in my own ways, I try less to compare myself to people. I'm like, oh, this person has more likes. Oh, this person's making more money than me. Oh, this person has a more bigger crowd when they go to Tucson. You know, and then I'm just like, why am I comparing myself to other people? Like, everybody has such a different journey. Like, my career is so cool in its own way, you know. I've been to 26 countries now on tour, and I've been to most of the states in America on tour. And I'm making 6 figures a year. I have my team. I'm doing what I want to do, and I'm representing from my city, you know. And so I can't be comparing myself to other people. And I think that I just want to spread that lesson to other artists who might be doubting themselves or doubting like what's going on with their path. You know, it's important. So point being, it is true that some people don't get love in their hometown, but me, I get the love, and I'm so grateful for that.
Yeah, because it feels good to come home and to get the applause, to get the flowers, especially when your own hometown recognizes you. Because I do feel that it's the hardest love to get. It is from your hometown. So that is very, very, very dope. Another thing that I wanted to ask you, are you familiar with our Texas artists, our Texas legends? Because I know in Cali, again, the Chicano rap movement is huge, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you remember Pocos Pero Locos, like the radio.
I've done Pocos Pero Locos what were they on every Sunday at 7
I
or
believe
something
so,
like that?
yeah. But like cruise nights for cruise, right? For Sunday cruise.
I don't know, but whenever it was that they were on the radio, I listened to them for the couple years that they were on.
Yeah.
Like for sure. So yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, because I know us. We know the Cali legends because I'm gonna say because of Pocos Pero Locos. But you being from California, do y'all hear anything that's outside of Cali, like Texas stuff, or not? Not really. Y'all are more into y'all's own environment, into y'all's own music.
I would say that right now it's really cool, at least with like the newer generation of artists that's like kind of brand new and buzzing right now, like the past couple years. I would say it's really cool because I've been seeing a lot of them. They are making music with people from Texas, like the younger generation from Texas, you know, like in their early 20s, you know, and then they're making music with people from Arizona, making music with people from Chicago. So I feel like as far as like the Chicano rap scene in LA that's happening right now, we are getting outside and we do listen to other people. And like a lot of the newer artists, including like my generation of artists, a lot of us don't like to be called like Chicano rap because obviously like people have that like idea that it sounds like the older generation, like from Pocos Pero Locos, for example, and a lot of people don't want to be connected to that, which I think is kind of strange because it's like those who started it, and no matter what, if you sound like how they sounded 20 years ago or not, you're still Chicano and you're still rapping.
Yeah.
You know, like I just think it's kind of strange. I don't know if that's a thing over here, but in LA, like that's definitely a thing. Like a lot of people like fucking straight up beaners, you know, like you could tell. There's no way you could tell. Nobody's gonna mistake me for anything other than Latina. You know, I have a big cactus on my forehead. So, and that's how it is with all the rappers in LA, you know, and a lot of them, it's funny hearing them say, I'm not Chicano rap. I'm like, okay. I mean, I guess. I mean, identify however you want, right? Not with this.
So you think they see it?
As this, okay, whatever you want.
You think they see Chicano like as a label, like gangster rap?
Yes,
that's what they're trying to say. Hey, don't label me in or put me in this category.
Yes. But I feel like it's just kind of silly because, you know, music changes every decade, right? Like before, there used to just be like rock music. Now there's alternative rock, punk rock, rock en español, Christian rock, and like the same thing happened to hip hop, you know, and throughout when Christian rock started till now, you know, whenever 30 years later, whatever it is, there's been a lot of different generations who have carried the sound, you know. So for Chicano rap, I feel like it's just being carried. Like the sound is like, we don't sound like how they sounded, like how Pocos Pero Locos sounded. At least not most of us don't. But that's where it led, you know. Like, and I don't know. I just kind of think it's strange that people don't like to be called that when we're Chicano. But that's just me. I guess I just went off on a random tangent.
Yeah. Here in Texas, we rarely use the word Chicano.
Okay.
Because again, I go because I believe Chicano is something that started in Cali. And then over here we don't use that phrase, but for the longest time we didn't have our own voice. I feel like up until SPM started making music, like the Texas rappers or the Texas people didn't have like our own visuals, our own style that people were familiar with. So that's why I was telling you earlier that the difference between Cali and Texas, we're still Mexicans, but there's differences. There's similarities as well, but I feel there's a lot of differences. Like we don't wear the socks and the Chuck Taylors or the All Stars. We wear Jordans. That's you know what I'm saying? Like so we grew up on a lot of hip hop stuff, and then a lot of our styles are different. So I feel like, and again, I feel like you guys are more like lowriders, and then we over here we have like what we call the slabs, where they're basically similar. It's just but a little bit different, like within the rims or the candy paint and stuff. But I love it because I want to like I always tell people that are from Cali about Texas, like how do y'all feel? Because we're a little bit different, so we're like kind of like cousins in a way, because we're not the same, but we're different. Now another thing, when you talked about the newer generation, right now I feel that for the first time ever in hip hop, there's like a woman presence and a woman like league. You know what I mean? As before, you had maybe one hip hop female that would pop every 10 years. Now you have a whole league of women artists. one of the beautiful things is that I've seen you collaborate with like Jenny 6ix9ine, Crystal Poppin. How important is it to show unity and to have that love where y'all are collaborating? Is it important? Do you think it's important?
I absolutely think it's important to stand for women unity. Absolutely. That's one of the many reasons why I like to collaborate with other women. Number one, the women I collab with are dope. They sound dope. They have dope music. They're nice people when you meet them, and their careers are on a great path. Everybody, you know. And I like to build with other people who are doing that because that's what I'm doing with my life. I'm dedicating my life to this. So I like connecting with other strong people, men or women, you know. But when it is a woman, I mean, yeah, hell yeah, I'm gonna keep it going and represent for the females, you know, because I feel like there's a lot more of us than there was 10 years ago, but we're still super outnumbered, you know? And so, I mean, just in general, when I meet people in the business that I connect with, I like to build with them, you know? So I'll be doing that. And a lot of my collaborations have turned into good friends, you know, good homegirls, good homies, you know, business partners. So I like it. I like collaborating with other women.
Is it easier to get the women rappers to collaborate, to return phone calls than it is the males, or do you find it the same?
No, there's absolutely no difference. Artists are really hard to work with.
Yeah, no matter what.
We all know the answer to that one. It don't matter. It's a man or a woman. No, they're fucking artists are difficult.
Yeah,
artists are difficult. That's why I mostly work by myself.
Yeah, because you don't want to deal with the headaches.
Yeah, like I love collaborations, but sometimes I'm like, damn.
They're on some shit.
Yeah, but that's just how artists are. Like our heads are all over the place, and we have way too much workload on our plate. We don't, you know, it's just we're going through something, you know, and then we're having to create. I don't know. It's difficult.
Have you had a bad experience?
With collaborating with other artists?
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, of course.
Have you just said, nah, I ain't doing it no more?
Oh, yeah. I've turned down hella fucking collabs and bags and opportunities because I'm very picky with who I work with. I'm not afraid to say no, and I'm doing cool financially. So I'm like, if I don't fuck with somebody, I'm for sure not gonna work for them, no matter how much money they put in my face. Like, I'm good on working with shitty people, bad business, bad vibes, people who want to see you do good, but then when you start doing good, they start looking at you funny with the whole, you know. And I don't like that shit. I don't like that jealousy. I don't like that bitter. I don't like that competition shit. If anybody I'm working with sees me as a competition, I don't work with them anymore. Once I know that, you know, because I'm not trying to compete with people. I'm trying to build with people. Like, I don't need to take over so-and-so's spot or be so-and-so. Like, that's not really my tip. So I can't really fuck with people like that because I found people like that are like snaky and dangerous in the long run. Yeah.
No, I feel you. I never understand that though, because like they say that you want haters because hate comes from afar, right? They don't know you. They just look at you, so they hate you from afar. They say that you need to be careful with envy, because envy comes from within. Envy comes from your own circle, your own family members. So that's what they say. You got to be careful with people that are envious, not so much as the people that hate, because hate, they can't touch you. The envious people could bring your whole thing down.
Yeah.
And I wonder why it is sometimes. I guess just people are in bad places in life and have to look at somebody with resentment or say, hey, I'm not there because of that person or whatever.
I feel like a lot of it is entitlement, you know? A lot of people are, oh, that's so easy. I could rap if I wanted to. Like, she just got lucky. Just because she's pretty. Like, I've heard it all. Like, I've heard everything you could think. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, we never hear anything on our end like that. Like, he just got there because he's gordo. You know what I mean? Like, that'd be dope, right? Like, pinche vato, güey. Everything he has is porque es gordo, güey. Like, if he didn't have that beard, güey, he wouldn't be nowhere.
No. Oh, my God.
All right, so real quick, do you wear Jordans or what do you wear?
I don't wear Jordans. I don't have one pair.
Why do Californians hate Jordans?
Funny.
It just doesn't get out there.
A lot of people wear Jordans in LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not like it's.
You know, there's Mexican Jordans, right?
What do you mean? Like
so look, I'm gonna put you on game. So if you ever decide to buy Jordans, you don't buy the Mexican Jordans. So right, so you only buy retros. Retros were all the shoes that came out when he was playing. So if it doesn't have a number to it, it's not a retro.
Okay.
Everything else is called the Team Jordan. And they labeled it the Mexican Jordan because
it's cheaper?
Because it's cheaper, and then we just rock the shoes to rock them. But some people will point and be like, "What are those?" You know what I mean?
Okay, so it's not like it's Jordans. Like you're still a fan of Jordan, but it's not like, oh, look at how fancy I am with my $400 sneakers.
Yeah. It's not the elite. It's not the elite.
It's not the elite.
So, and I hate that name. I'm like, what y'all mean? Because I saw
funny.
a post about it. I'm like, what you mean Mexican Jordans? And then I was like, oh, okay.
I'll tell you one thing. I've had a couple pairs in my life, and they were for sure Mexican Jordans because I'm not paying no $400 for a fucking sneaker. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, that's what I hate. Like, to me, the most comfortable shoe is the Yeezy Foam Runner. And I'm at the stage of my life where I'm not looking for style, I'm looking for comfort. But I'm not gonna buy the resale value on shoes for $400. Like, if I could get it, cool. For the 200 that it's worth, but I'm not paying that 400.
Yeah.
And I don't even get that business model. But because maybe I'm an old head. How old are you?
I'm 34.
34. Okay, so you're not old head status yet. I think you have to cross the 40.
How old are you?
I just turned 40.
Oh, happy birthday.
I'm officially a tío.
I'm a tia.
You're a tia?
I have one nephew.
See, but you're a tia, like, technically, but not officially. Officially, once you...
People always think I'm younger.
You look about your 20s, late 20s, early 20s, so...
Yeah, that's what they always say.
And I think just Mexicans are lasting longer. My grandma lasted to 98, and she was never on a diet. Like, she ate everything. 98. She ate everything with manteca. She had diabetes. They told her not to eat sweets, and she made it to 98. So that's crazy.
Yeah, but times are changing though. A lot of people are very unhealthy in our country. It's really sad compared to when our grandparents were our age. Like, that's crazy. We have so many diseases, obesity's on the rise, antidepressants, people with anxiety disorders. Like, a lot of things our country is just becoming more unhealthy and more unhealthy. And it's because they don't teach us to value health in our country. That's why. They don't teach us about that. All of our parents all have fucking diabetes, like you're saying, and high blood pressure and cancers and drinking problems and depression and hitting each other. And there's a lot of crazy things going on in our country. And it's funny because sometimes my grandma will say, oh, I ate meat all my life. Like, no, you didn't, Grandma, because GMO foods came out majorly in the 90s, okay? That's when we were babies, okay? We were the first generation to grow up since a baby eating GMOs. Our parents and even our grandparents, they lived decades without that stuff in their body, you know? We were less than 10 years old eating that up. And now they have like high fructose corn syrup. The cows and the livestock and the chickens are pumping them with hormones and antibiotics and steroids, and they're 3 times as big as they should. It's crazy what they do to our food.
Yeah, the radiation to make the produce last longer.
Jesus Christ!
You're looking at an obese man right now. Let me tell you how messed up my girl is. You met Tina, right? Mm-hmm. One day, she comes up to me and she's like, you look insulin resistant. I didn't know how the hell to respond to that insult, right? And she's laughing her ass off. And I'm like, how do I come back from that? You know what I'm saying? She said, I look insulin resistant, and I couldn't stop laughing. But she got me. And the thing with people, with the Mexican culture is that our food is just so goddamn good.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Our food is delicious. So... yeah, we have that biggest problem with like you said, high blood pressure and diabetes. I even started that shot that helps you lose weight.
Okay, how's it going?
This is the funny thing, because again, they be cracking jokes on me. They're like, "Hey, have you started that shot yet?" And I already lost 30 pounds, but you can't tell, right? So I thought it was funny because my girl's like, "You don't even look like you started the shot," and I was like, "God damn."
You just gotta wait. You got a ways to go.
I told you.
No, but that's amazing. Congratulations, 30 pounds. That's a big shift. And I hope you could keep that going for yourself and for your family and for your legacy. You know, like all that shit's on the line with your health.
I'm ready to die. I'm ready to go.
No, you're not.
I'm ready to go.
We wouldn't be doing this if you were ready to go.
Once you have life insurance, take me, God, take me now. Sometimes.
Oh man.
Sometimes, because what we do, or what our job consists of, is driving. So we go, we stock our convenience stores. That's where we sell all of our products. We sell our products in convenience stores. And
that's
sometimes I'm driving down the highway and I look at that seatbelt. I'm like, if I tie a seatbelt around my neck and throw myself out, I'm good. I'm good right now. Especially if you're driving back from Austin on traffic hour. Oh my God. I'm able to stand up in the Sprinter, right? You're able to stand up inside of it. So I stand up in there and I start yelling. And I bet you people look at me like I'm crazy.
They're like, come get this man, please.
Yeah, come get this lunatic. But America doesn't care about mental health, so they'll let me scream all day long.
They don't. They really don't.
Have you
when 1 in every 4 adult American women is on an antidepressant or anti-anxiety medication. 1 in 4 women that you meet.
Tina, what's that one that you're on?
No.
What's that one that you're on? No, the one that makes you happy. Say it.
See, it's true. We need help. We need fucking help.
Yeah, women are crazy.
I have anxiety as well. No, you guys have your own problems too.
Nah, see, women are crazy. I told Tina, I'm like, I don't know what it is about you, but you're just always mad. And then she went to the doctor, and the doctor told her, oh, like your levels are off. You got to take this pill. And then ever since then, she's been cool.
I mean, there you go. That's great. You know,
pop pills.
It's an imbalance, you know, like in our country of our diet and our lifestyle and everything.
You know the name of the pill. Remember we were laughing about it? But I'm trying to save men. So I'm trying to get men to take their women to the doctor and get what she's on. But she's embarrassed. She doesn't want to say.
Let me know how it goes. I'm curious.
You think men need it too?
I mean, obviously.
Do you have mental health in your issues in your or mental health disorders in your family? Because we were the first to have a mental disorder. My mom was bipolar disorder, and all my family's from Mexico, so they've never dealt with that. They didn't know, so we're like the black sheep because of my mom, and nobody knew how to deal with it. They would just call her crazy. So we over here had to get her the medication and everything on this side. So I think we do lack a lot of health and then also mental health.
Yeah,
because they're just like, stay away from your tío, está loquito. So.
Yeah, definitely. I can relate in my own ways. I've struggled with depression and anxiety for a lot of my life. I'm not depressed anymore. I haven't dealt with depression for a few years, but I dealt with it most of my life. But I still have a lot of anxiety. I'm trying to work on that. You know, every year I consciously put a lot of time and effort into bettering myself, like spiritually, mentally, emotionally. You know, I feel like as you get older, life gets easier to understand, right? Like when you're young, they just throw you out into the water and go swim, figure it out. You know, people, especially in our culture, they don't really talk about feelings and mental health. And
we just drink.
You just drink everything away, or don't talk about it, don't tell anybody. Like, you know, keep it to yourself. And a lot of things goes unfixed like that, you know, and it's not good. I'm glad that in our generation we're like having more conversations about things like this and even able to speak about it to our kids and to the next generation. Like, I feel like communication is really important, and I feel like keeping it real with kids is so important to like their development and their understanding of the world, you know, because you don't know any of the lessons that life teaches you until life teaches you, unless somebody tells you, you know. And I've learned a lot of great things from a lot of people that told me, don't step that way. Don't make a friend with that person. Don't do that. You know, half the time I'll still do it, but half the time I think about it twice, you know, and I feel like that's important for us to communicate that, especially to the youth. Yeah.
The pointing of don't hang out with this or that, like, it reminds me of my grandma or your tías, right? No te juntes con ese malandrín or whatever, but my cousin's the worst one. You know what I mean?
What's malandrín?
Malandrín like gangster. Like,
okay, say it again now.
Malandrín?
No, the sentence. Because my Spanish is not fluent. I'm like, what translate one?
Don't hang out with that little troublemaker.
Okay.
Basically what it means. But then the troublemaker's always her son.
Oh, yeah. I've definitely had that experience. Yeah. My mom knew. She never said that. But I've heard other people's moms, you know, I'm like, what the hell? Your daughter made me do it.
Do you think that the next generation, or you think that Spanish is getting phased out with every generation? Are you an Osabo kid? Do you speak Spanish?
I think that the community in Los Angeles would say that I'm an Osabo kid, yes. Pero yo hablo español, ¿ok? Sí. Pero no perfecto. Yo entiendo mucho y quiero hablar más, pero es difícil porque en la ciudad de Los Ángeles toda la gente habla en inglés. Pero mis padres no enseñaron español cuando estaba un joven, so estoy aprendido en la calle de Los Ángeles porque toda la gente también habla en español porque there's so many Mexican people there, you know, so it's easy to learn right there. I taught myself.
Well, see, you're in San Antonio. San Antonio's going to hate me. This is I pretend I don't know Spanish city.
Oh.
You walk up to any Mexican here, they gonna act like they don't know Spanish. But you go a little further down, and you can't run into somebody that knows, or they know English, but we choose Spanish.
Yeah.
Like Laredo, where I'm from, my girl hates it there because she's like, "Hey, can I order a number one?" And they start speaking to her in Spanish, and it's over. She don't know what to do. She's like, order for me. But I like to see her struggle with her Spanish. But her Spanish is so bad. It's funny. I like to mess with her when we're in Laredo. And y'all can hate Tina. She calls it Mexico. She's like, "Oh, we gotta go drop off your kids in Mexico." And then my kids are like, "We're not from Mexico." But she's just messing with them.
That's funny. Yeah, you know, it's funny. I posted this thing on my TikTok, and it was like a video of like a big orange truck, okay? But like a chrome orange, and it was like an old Chevy or something. And I was like, this is so Texas. Like, you'll never see this in LA, you know? So I put it on my TikTok, and there was like a bunch of people like, "That's not Texas, that's Mexico." And I was like, I don't know, you guys, I've been seeing them all over. I haven't gone to Mexico. I've been in Texas for 5 days, and they're all over here. And then they were like, "No, it's because that's the Mexican represent or something like that." And I was like, I was just thinking to myself, like, it's crazy, like how like at one point that person had to judge how much of an influence the people from Mexico have on the culture of San Antonio or Texas for them to be considered a part of the culture. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, no, they're not significant enough. That's just from a little bit of Mexico. But like, as an outsider, like, that's the culture. And I don't see that in LA. That's why I was like, I want to take a photo shoot with one of these cars. It's so cool. But it's just interesting, like all the internalized racism and shit. Like, it's like that. It's
that's
like
crazy, right?
Yeah, in LA too, it's the same thing. Like, I swear to God, when I was a kid, people would always make fun of me because I was so dark. I was a lot darker than I was like now, you know, than I am now. I'm barely dark now, but I was really dark, and people would always make fun of me, other Mexican kids. And then I remember I was like so self-conscious at one point that I even stopped going in the sun so much so I wouldn't be dark.
You were like, "I gotta stay inside, Mom. I gotta stay inside."
Yes, but it's just so fucked up, like how, like, just the internalized racism within the Mexican American heritage. You know, it's really interesting.
Yeah. So see, me, I'm a half breed, right? My dad. I tell everybody I'm Miklo, but the other way around. Like, I'm brown on the outside and white because my last name's Mabry, so my dad's white. My mom's from Mexico.
Okay. You're a coconut.
Yeah, so my dad, he went out there and found himself a Latina, right? He went to Nuevo Laredo, Mexico, and that's where he met my mom.
Oh, that's right.
That's where he met my moms and stuff, right? But when I was living in Houston, or not Houston, well, we lived on the borderline of Pasadena and Houston. So Pasadena's kind of like a suburb. People would laugh now because I think Pasadena's not considered a suburb anymore. But I would still get racist comments like, "Go back to Mexico," and I'm like, nah, like I'm from here, dog. I'm from the United States. And I'm like, maybe they don't know me, right? Like,
they're like, "I don't even speak Spanish, man."
No. I speak Spanish, but I was like, God. no, I was born here, but I didn't know they were being racist because I'm a little kid, right?
Oh, so, when you were a kid, okay.
Yeah, so they'd be like, "Go back to Mexico." So now I would get into a lot of fights because, like, I'm in a school full of white people, and they're trying to mess with me, right? Now, fast forward to when I'm in middle school and we moved to Laredo. Now all the Mexican kids are trying to fight with me because of my last name. They're like, "Oh, te crees gringo?" Blah blah blah. I'm like, no, I'm Mexican.
Oh, shit.
So now I'm getting fights for the opposite reason.
Wow.
So yeah, but you're like even if your both parents are from Mexican descent, then you have the real Mexicans from Mexico looking at you funny. So
yeah,
it's a non. You can't win that. You can't win that bottle. I got you.
I can't win the bottle.
Imagine if I couldn't open it. That'd be weak, right? Or like, but yeah, no. I think you can't. You as Mexicans, we have our own struggles. I don't even think people know about that. And then if you don't speak Spanish, some Mexicans look at you funny too.
Mm-hmm. Like, I remember when I was in high school, even like we were still thinking about like the internalized racist rhetoric, you know, that we didn't even realize. Like, I literally remember getting dressed and then asking my homegirls, like, "Oh, does this dress make me look paisa?" Like, or like my friend would be like, "Oh, you're fucking, that hair like that looks chunty," you know, and I'll be like, "Ew," like, you know. But then it's like, now that I'm older, I'm like, we come from fucking paisas, like we are chunty, like, so what? What's wrong with that, you know? Like, I'm really enjoying the way our brown culture is being celebrated more, you know, because when I was younger, I had like a lot of like things like that, I guess, that we were dealing with, you know. And I feel like now, as the next generation coming, and even when people are our age and shit, like people are coming more into like, oh yeah, like we have got pride for our roots, you know, have pride for our culture, and it's beautiful to be brown.
Yeah, we have another word that's like, it's like our version of the N word. I don't know if y'all have one over there
For Mexican people?
Yeah, it's I don't. Should I say it? I can't say it, right?
Yeah, I want to know what it is.
I can believe it. So we call each other mojados.
Mojados
Is a word.
Okay. Oh, like wet?
Like wetbacks.
Oh, duh.
But people
is it really that offensive? You get to
it's offensive to people from Mexico.
Oh,
like, because you'd be like,
but even though you're Mexican?
Yeah, but we would say that. You know how you would say like, hey, do I look paisa?
Yeah, you would say,
like,
do I look mojado?
We'd be like, pareces mojado. Like, and we would be.
But as derogatory, right? As an insult.
Yeah, like, as you look bad, like, ay, güey, ¿qué onda, güey? Ando vestido como un pinche mojado. But that's just the way that we talk. So right now you're hearing me talk like using my white voice. Well, in Laredo, you hear like the most craziest language, like, ¿qué onda la verga? ¿Pa dónde vas?
Yeah.
So we start talking like that, and so then we start ranking on each other in school. So we'll be like, tu mamá en pelotas, which means your mom butt naked, right? So for everything, we'll be like, nambe, tu mamá en pelotas, and that was the quickest way to get into a fight.
That is funny.
I don't know how big you guys are with the mom jokes over there, but over here you can't. You tell somebody, let's say they're ranking on you and you have nothing left to say, you would just say tu mamá, and that's it. Like, you're fighting after that. So I don't know how big the rankings are over there, or do y'all joke around? Do y'all insult each other? Because we do it out of love.
I mean, we do all of that.
Yeah,
sure. That nothing you said is foreign, or oh my god, I can't believe he said that. Like, no, LA is the same. Yo, mama. Mama, blah, blah, blah. We don't say it in Spanish, but for sure we say yo, mama. Your mama done did it. Your mama.
What slang words do y'all use over there?
In LA?
Because look, for me la pelan, do y'all use that over there?
Not really.
Right. Well, so what's y'all's version of me la pelan?
People will be trying to say that, low-key. But...
So y'all trying to copy us. Y'all can't. That's ours. That's trademark. La Conecta.
Maybe.
Me la pela.
Maybe.
What do y'all use like that? Like, what's a funny bad word in Spanish that you don't hear over here?
I don't cuss in Spanish.
Oh, that's the best one.
I speak Spanish, but not the bad words.
That's the best one. You can't say bad words in English and they don't hit the same. Like,
yeah, they don't. Nothing hits the same. Spanish sounds everything. It makes everything sound more intense.
Yeah, like
funny-er. Sad-er, angry-er, meaner.
Yeah.
You're like, everything is just like...
Everything in Spanish is
doubled.
Yeah, it's 10x, right? Because you can say, fuck you.
It's 10x.
It doesn't hurt. Like, fuck you. Está la verga. Oh, shit. What? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Even when you're using, like, nice words, like...
Oh, yeah.
Like, I love you. Don't hit. I love you, don't hit. Te quiero a la verga. Holy shit. This dude loves me. Te amo, culera.
No.
See those words, like, oh, but you go out to a girl, be like, I love you. It's lame. That's what I'm saying. You got to use the bad words in there. You throw the bad words in there.
I need to learn.
Yeah, if you ever want to avoid a fight, just get down, start rambling Mexican bad words, and people will leave you alone.
That'd be intimidated.
Yeah, right away.
I don't know about not in LA.
¿Qué onda la verga, puta? Oh, what?
Fuck your Spanish. I'm not scared.
Are y'all open carry over there?
No, but everybody's
y'all
strapped.
y'all hidden what's it called? Here's open carry. Over there, everybody still uses it. So it's what, hidden conceal? I don't know.
Everybody carries in LA.
Yeah. But y'all over there, y'all get caught with guns. It's more serious over there, right?
I mean, if it's like a hot gun, yeah.
Yeah. I think
which
here,
is usually.
What do we get here? Citations? Citations?
No, over here you probably go to jail.
Here in
Especially
Texas?
if you're on probation, forget it.
Oh, no. Yeah. Nah, right? We straight, right? Yeah, we have so many like loopholes for guns. It's crazy. And it's easier to get AK-47s than anything else.
I mean, I'm definitely not mad at the gun thing. Like, I'm like, I hate getting the political shit, but I'm like pro-gun for sure. Like, just the reason is, like, whenever I go out of the country, they always get so upset. Oh, you Americans and your guns. I'm like, but you guys don't get it. It's because in a perfect world, yeah, everybody could return their guns and nobody would have a gun. But it's too late. You cannot make people do that. People are not going to turn their guns. And this fucking crazy guy has a gun. Hopefully somebody else in the room has a gun so he can shoot him when he's trying to shoot all of us, okay? Yeah. That's just how it goes. And especially if we live in the ghetto. Like in LA, like I have so many friends who have been like getting jumped and robbed and they had a fucking strap and they got to, you know, save their lives. And maybe they went to jail for a few months fighting the case, but then they got off because it's self-defense in the end of the day. You know, and thank God they had that strap or they would have got killed for whatever it is that they had, which is nothing's worth being killed for, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, people don't really understand that unless they've been in that situation or like known somebody that's gone through it, you know? And like for that reason, I believe in people being able to carry or to at least to own in your house.
What do you own?
I don't own anything.
See, I can tell she got a good one, right? Yeah, right. But all right, so look, I'm gonna give you some easy questions, and then you give me the answers, okay? It's gonna be just real fun and simple. So, corn tortilla or flour tortilla?
Corn, because I have a gluten allergy.
Mexican Coke or regular Coke?
For sure Mexican, because it has real sugar and it tastes better, and it comes in a glass. See, has to be the glass bottle one.
She knows what she's talking about. All right. Fajita tacos or carne asada tacos?
Fajita tacos or carne asada tacos? Mm-hmm. I mean, for sure, fajitas of asada.
See, because that tastes a different meat, right? Over there, carne asada is what? What kind of cut of meat? It could be any other kind of steak. Have you had fajitas?
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about only in tacos, okay? You said fajita taco or asada taco. So I'm imagining the fajitas with the steak and the bell peppers and the avocado.
Yeah.
Or else just the asada taco, asada. With cilantro and onions. I want fajita taco.
Yeah, no, fajita. So you had to go to taco. Before you leave, go to Taco Palenque.
Okay.
And I'm going to text you that. Taco Palenque has the best fajitas. Mm-hmm. I don't want to say. Now she's going to be like, nah, shit was trash. Right? Right. For talking about El Paso's. All right. Henny or tequila?
Henny, for sure. Oh my God, I hate tequila. I'm the only Mexican that hates tequila. I don't get
crazy,
it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I
can't believe she went with Henny.
Oh, it's so disgusting. I had some Henny earlier. You know what I did? Oh my God. I had some Henny because I was on the tallest bank thing that spins around. What's it called?
Towers of America?
Towers of America. I went up there. It was a mistake. Okay. I went up there to eat. I would recommend it to people, but only to go up and to take your fucking Instagram picture and walk around once and leave. One spend whatever, 20 minutes tops. Because we sat down, we were waiting for the waiter to come. And when you're sitting at the table, you could feel like this is like I'm talking about, like, not like that much, you know, but like I was feeling it constantly. And I was like, this is too much. And then all of a sudden, my homie that was with Spy, he was like, yo, you guys, I'm having like an anxiety attack and I kind of want to leave. And I was like, thank God, because I am too.
So y'all were both sitting there freaking out?
Yes. I was like, I need a shot of Henny. They gave me a shot of Henny. That's why I took the Henny earlier.
Is the food good up there?
Oh my God. I don't know. We literally left.
Oh, y'all literally left.
We literally left. I could not stand like 40 more minutes eating my salmon. Like, oh.
Yeah. Some of those fancy places ain't all it is cracked up to be.
Yeah, it was too much with the shaking. Like, and you know what? I've eaten on a lot of high-rise buildings, but it's been like regular buildings, not like one that's like this and a big ball on the top. You know, that shit was wobbling. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I've never been up there. The one time that we were gonna go up there do some tourist shit, the elevators were down. So I was like, I guess that's it for us.
You got lucky. Yeah, your wife told me. She told me. Yeah. That's funny.
We never went back. That was like 10 years ago.
You don't need to go back, guys. You don't need to go back.
Like, San Antonio's cool if you've never been here. But like us regular, like San Antonioans, I guess I could call myself that at this point, right? I've been here 10 years. We never go downtown. Mm-hmm. We don't never look at anything that happens in downtown. We don't do none of that. But
tourist stuff.
Yeah, tourist stuff. Sometimes I want to, but once my weight started getting bigger, I'm like, I can't fit in one of those little boats. So there goes that. And then, have you gone to Six Flags here?
I have not gone to Six Flags here.
Y'all got Disney World over there, right? Never mind.
We got Disneyland and California Adventure because Florida has Disney World. But in LA, we actually have a Six Flags too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
I've been there like
so we can't impress y'all with nothing we have, right? Just our guns. That's it.
The guns.
That's about
the guns and the American flags. They're everywhere, and the Texas flags
and the Trump signs. Yeah. Wait, do y'all have Trump signs out there?
Not yet.
No.
I haven't seen too many like people like with their lawns, the president, and the lawns yet.
Yeah.
But it's coming, because it's coming closer.
No. Who would you vote? Would you vote for Trump?
No, I don't want to vote for Trump, but I also don't want to vote for Biden. I'm going to vote for the Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Oh, yeah, he's pretty dope.
He's like the libertarian candidate. And I know he's not going to win, but I feel like if the movement gets big enough, there could be a third party that is like a competition of the main two, and it could be different ideologies placed into our society. I don't really agree with a lot of the things that the left or the right does.
Yeah.
I'm like pretty much in the middle, and I feel like that's kind of where the Libertarian Party comes into place. Yeah.
I'm gonna vote for him just because of his voice. You know what I mean? Have you heard this man? Sounds like RoboCop.
Hey, he has a lot of one-liners. No. Trump he's entertaining. He is entertaining. That was a marketing genius. He said, social media, okay, I'm gonna teach you. I'm old, but I'm gonna learn this shit. He's very strategic.
Remove the politics, right? Remove some of the hateful things he said about Mexicans. Mm-hmm. I'll put it to you like this: he got a Stone Cold Stunner from Stone Cold. To me, that alone, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if you're into wrestling.
Stone Cold Steve Austin?
Stone Cold Steve Austin
he got him to do what?
Gave him a stunner at WrestleMania.
A stunner?
Yeah. So I don't know. See, you're not into wrestling, but
no, I was a huge Stone Cold Steve Austin.
So Stone Cold.
Oh yeah.
At one
like 316. Like
yeah. So,
no, I promise. Me and my brothers, we played WWF before it was WWE in the living room.
Yeah.
For years.
So I think WrestleMania.
We had the action figures.
Even though it says do not try this at home, you were there with your little brothers, right? Fucking shit up.
Fuck yeah, and Jackass. Remember Jackass? Oh, forget it.
But yeah, no, Trump was at WrestleMania. He had a match. It was his hair versus Vince McMahon's hair. And then Stone Cold comes out and gives Donald Trump a stunner. Like, come on, man. You can't really hate this man that bad if he's willing to do wrestling stuff.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? Then he's done roast with Snoop Dogg and stuff. So like he freed a lot of rappers. Like, you know what I mean? Like Lil Wayne, he pardoned what is it, Lil Yachty or no? One of the Littles. I can't think. But yeah, he's pardoned a lot of rappers. So he's done a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah, I mean, Trump has definitely done some cool stuff for the country. You know, I'm not gonna talk down on everything he's done, but the most thing that I hate besides like the division he caused is like during COVID, he made all the businesses shut down and he made everybody stay inside. And he said, everybody stay inside, don't come outside. And everybody listened. And then he made half of our country get a vaccine that was invented in 6 months. And they said, if you don't get the vaccine, you can't go to work. And a lot of people had to get the vaccine and go to work because they have 3 kids to feed and a rent, you know, and that's not cool. And I don't want to support any leader that's going to make us at the drop of a dime like that, make us do anything like that, to stay inside, to not be around our loved ones, to shut down all the small businesses, to take vaccines that are brand new and mask mandates. And I don't like any of that stuff. So I feel like that's why I want to vote for the Libertarian Party, because that's not right. You know, like we're supposed to be trusting our presidents and our government leaders to uphold like the Constitution and to uphold our rights, you know, but that's not being done. And it needs to change. Yeah.
You think it was crazy how easy it was to get everybody to stay inside? Mm-hmm. It was crazy, right? How we all
said jump and everybody jumped.
And we all listened. And
I was inside for 2 months myself.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're always against authority, but we were quick to listen on that one. You didn't stay inside?
That's right.
No, I listened, and I told my girl, I'm like, okay, well, we might go bankrupt because we're not, I guess, essential. But then all these corner stores started calling me like, hey man, are you gonna show up because we're out of product? And then I was like, I'm like, oh, okay, well, shit, I guess. So then my business kept going because my products are in convenience stores, and the only things that were open at the time are convenience stores. And if you're not able to spend your money anywhere else, they were spending money at the convenience store. So we kept right on working. But don't get me wrong, for that 1 week, I was freaking the hell out. I was like, what am I gonna do?
Me too. I had like 3 weeks of that feeling. And like,
I ain't gonna lie though, I had fun because I couldn't do nothing for that 1 week. I was playing outside with my kids and doing things I hadn't done in a long time. Like look at like go outside, like just enjoy it. Like, I was like, wow, this is what it's like, right?
Oh shit! I'm so glad COVID is over. Like now it's just a part of life, like but.
But that's gonna be part of our history books. Like that's crazy, right?
It's crazy. I mean, they're now pushing the 9th COVID booster.
One day they're gonna be like, "Tia, were you alive during this time?" And then you're gonna have your nephews, children. Let's sit down. Let me tell you a story.
I know,
that's right? Just like 9/11, like that's in the history books.
Mm-hmm. Damn! Oh my god, that was so scary. The COVID, like just not even like the COVID, but just how everybody listened. It was just so worrisome.
But all right, I don't want to keep you. I know that you have a show coming up. I'm more than thankful for you to stop by, show us some love before you leave. Do you want to say anything to the audience that could be listening? Your social medias, where you're going to be at, where you're going to be touring, and anything that you want to say.
Yeah, so my name is Reverie. You can find me across all social media platforms at Reverie Love, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, everywhere. Everything is Reverie Love. I'm on every platform. And then with the streaming as well, I'm on every platform. Apple Music, SoundCloud, Spotify, Tidal, Amazon, YouTube, wherever you listen to music. I promise my music is there. And I have 14 albums out. And I'm an indie artist. I'm doing a tour now in Texas. Tonight's San Antonio. Tomorrow's El Paso. And then in the end of this month, I'm doing another European tour. This is going to be my 22nd trip to Europe in the past 10 years of my career. So I'm in the big girl league, and I'm gonna perform at the festivals out there.
Oh, that's crazy.
And that takes a lot. Yeah, it took me like a whole decade to be like, now I'm getting booked pretty much every summer out there for the European festivals. It's really cool. So I'm gonna be playing in the Fusion Fest, and also at the Bremen Ale Garden Festival. So I'm gonna be in Germany and France, and then I'm gonna go to Barcelona, Spain, because I'm going to finish this album out there with this badass label out there. It's called La Septima with Lupita's friends. So I'm really looking forward to that. Yeah, check out my website, reverielove.com. Yeah, check out my music. And I just want to say a big shout out to La Conecta. Thank you for having me. And shout outs to all San Antonio, Texas, and everybody who's going to see this. Yeah.
Remember, she said she hated the tower. Remember?
Yeah.
I just played.